I just love woodland photography because if you get a nice bright day, if the sun's out, it's stunning because it just fires through pockets of light. This wee golden bit here, I've spent the last half hour on this bit, just taking photos, 5 seconds, 2.4 seconds, 2.6 seconds, 1 second exposures, getting long exposures all the time, different styles. It makes the waterfall in the background, tiny wee one over there, the big one there. I've repeated it myself over and over again, but it's just so exciting, and this has been one of the best for excitement value. I don't know if it's because of the noise adding the effect to it, getting the adrenaline running, but it's just been absolutely fantastic. I don't want to leave.
Try to find myself again, but life is one big riddle of the future and what's been. Guess it's the way it goes, and I will never know why you let me go.
Right guys, so here we are, we're at this waterfall just outside Glams. I don't know if you can see it at the back there, and there's a fair flow coming down, and it's just heightened my excitement about waterfall photography and woodland photography and getting this job done. It is very exciting, definitely. Hairs on my arms and neck are tingly because the potential here, oh sorry I'm spitting, because the potential here is that we can get some really nice smooth looking water, and there's still colours here. There's the greens and the browns, all the usuals that you would expect to find in a woodland scene, added with the water. Oh, it's exciting, so let's get going. Now would you look at that? A perfect wee hole cut into the stone in amongst a heap of stones. Wonder what that's all about. But now what I'm looking for is a foreground element, something that I think a waterfall image needs. And obviously the first thing you would look for is a stone or a rock or something kind of out of the ordinary that you can have in place in front of here, just to give a wee bit more of a story to your picture instead of just a basic waterfall coming down. I do have a wee pile of steens down here, rocks. Might be able to do something with that. It does have a wee bit of colour in it. There's a couple of orangey bitties there, little, what I can presume is little bits of trees. I was going to try and be a botanist there and come up with the exact name, but I'm not a botanist, I'm a photographer. But hey, a lot of photographers are clued up and everything like that, but down beside the moss there. Aye, down beside the moss. So, as you can tell, I'm quite excited about this. Looking forward to it. I love it. I love the noise, I love the surroundings. And maybe here, higher sun. But I'm excited. I've got an idea for a foreground. You guys are watching. Waterfalls in full flow. My botany skills are shite, to say the least. But greeny, mossy stuff on the stones. Time to get set up, I think. And I'm hoping to capture both of these waterfalls. That one there, the wee tiny bit, plus the big one over there. That's the plan. As you can see, I'm really trying not to get my feet wet here, but I need to be in this position for this foreground element. Now I've got my lens filter, but it doesn't fit this lens, but you can still use them. You just place it in front of the lens, hold it off it, just a fraction, and you can still use it. It's a bit of a bugger. It must only be about 1 millimetre out, 2 millimetres out at the most. So the baseline's going to be f9. I'm going to stick at f9, and then I'm going to use my shutter speed and my ISO to hone in and get the perfect long exposure that I need. So foreground element for the portrait orientation image, and I'm stuck between a rock and a weak place because I don't know whether to go with the stone or go with the water, or do I want to do both and have two foreground elements? Kinda, is that unheard of? Not sure. I'll give it a try. I might, yeah, that bit of water, I think that wee bit of water down here is shouting out for a long exposure, so I'm going to shoot up, capture that and get into the light at the top. Sexy, 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 sexy. Oh dear. Stunning. So the portrait orientation with the foreground element of this wee pool here seems to be a bit more trickier than I thought, and the only reason that is because of this here. I'm only getting half of that area in my image because I'm shooting for here diagonally up that way to the light. So from the top corner of my image diagonally down to the pond, but I'm getting this bit here in the edge of the image, and it's just too much of a distraction, too much of a noise at the side, so I can't go any further that way with my camera because it's too deep. It'd be up to my testicles. The old clacker bag in water, and I'm not really keen to do that, so I'm going to change where the camera's sitting and see maybe that swirly bit over there of the white frothy water. Well, I don't know, it's just so much there. I definitely want a wee waterfall right at the front. Who said taking photos was easy? It's definitely not. Not to get, if you want a good one, you want a good one where the image is laid out through the picture. You don't just want to slap the waterfall right in the middle. You want it diagonally across, or have a storyline through your image. And it's not as easy as some people make it look. How are you so tricky, foreground element? Too much going on or too many ideas going on? One of the two. Check me speaking to the stones. Been twisting and turning my settings, seeing which one does the best for the smoothness of water. I'm setting at f9 as I said. That gives me a good steady focal range throughout the image. Plus I went 2.5 seconds of a shutter exposure, so the shutter will be open for 2.5 seconds, absorbing the image and getting all the movement in the water and leaving everything else that's still obviously, because nothing else is moving, and it should give that misty, smoky, sexy effect that you're all looking for in your woodland waterfall photography. Oh, it's sexy stuff. Glaive, very good. Glaive, I'm loving it. Absolutely loving it. Bria. Glaive Bria. Very beautiful. Whew. So this waterfall is truly tricky to photograph. I'm actually preferring my landscape orientation image so far. I mean, I've took a few on this portrait orientation, but I'm just not liking it. I don't know what it is, and it's annoying me, and it's probably one of the hardest photos that I've taken to try and get right in the last wee while. In the last couple of outings I've got, this has been one of the most trickiest in this orientation, and to be fair, it's annoying me a bit. It's annoying me as much as this eyebrow sticking out over my tummy, which is quite annoying. But as you can see, I'm low down to the ground and I've got it in the portrait orientation, but I don't know what it is that's annoying me. It's frustrating me, but it's exciting as well. It's like being at a football game and you're a Hibs fan and you're 2-0 up with 2 minutes to go and stoppage time to play, and you just know it's going to be 2-2, because that's Hibs. It's like that. That's that kind of feeling. It's like excitement because you know what's possible, but the inevitable is, well, it's going to be a draw. Like, and I think this river and Waterfall in this orientation is going to be a draw. I'm going to keep trying. I'm going to try for a wee while longer, and maybe at the end of this video you guys could choose landscape or portrait orientation to see which one you prefer, and your feedback's always welcome. So I'll go and crack on with this again. I've had a Jimmy Riddle there. I went for a Jimmy Riddle. If you don't know what Jimmy Riddle is, it's a pee. So I went to the toilet, I had a Jimmy Riddle, and now I feel ready to go again. Just quickly guys, the sun, see the sun up there, it came out and it's light in the water there and it's nice golden colour, and I've got white in the waterfall down here. So I've just taken an image there in the portrait position, but this light, it's making it look like gold when you've got it on a long exposure. So I'm going to flip the camera back to landscape, and I've got to be quick because I don't think there's much of this light left, and I'm going to try and capture that goldy looking river there. What a bit of excitement there, just kind of in the last minutes. The sun came through, the clouds went over it now, but you can see that kind of light bit of water back there. You've got the wee waterfall in the background falling on top of the wee pile of stones. Lit up gold. And it just, I was rattling off images left, right and centre there. Landscape images, portrait images, just trying to capture everything in it before, because when you get windows like that, sometimes they only last a few seconds. 5-10 seconds at the most, and they're gone. And then it's an opportunity missed. And I was rattling off a few photos there. I'll give you one quick look at one on the back of my camera, but I've taken a few, so I think I'm going to keep them kind of to myself for the end of the video. Something for you guys to look forward to, because I think they might be the best images of the video. I'll let you have a quick look at this one just now. That's straight out of the camera. You can see the golds at the bottom. Maybe the water's just a wee bit blown out on one bit there. It shouldn't be, because I had my lens filter on. And you can see the waterfall just right in the background, the tiny wee waterfall. So much to choose from. So much to choose from. It was so exciting. I just hope I'm not blowing that light out a wee bit there, and with the way the water moves and you've got a long exposure, if there's a wee bit of too much light getting in, you can catch a blown out bit and it's hard to sort. But I'm hoping I'm going to give it another 5 minutes. If that cloud moves, maybe I'll get another shooting spree. Photo frenzy. But I think I need to start looking in my camera suit the book for a new position, because this one's doing my nutting. My toes get a tingly after a while because I'm not concentrating on taking the image and capturing it while the light's good. My toes are taking the brunt, and I don't know, this position 89 in the camera sutra, squatting for a pee, isn't really doing my toes any use and my ankles. So yeah, if you're thinking about taking up photography, you have to get excited about moments like this, because this is what it's all about. It's just beautiful. I'm caved, I'm down in a canyon, caved all around, big rocky bankings everywhere. Waterfall there, there's even more waterfall further up. After all the excitement of that bit of light there right at the end. Easy peeps, I'm actually tired. Moving the camera, moving me, getting in a comfy position, looking through my camera sutra book to find a position that I could stand in comfortably. But I'm actually tired. I'm going to call it a day. What a trip, what a place. Secret wee waterfall. I would say it's bonnier than, if you know the area of Scotland, the Reekie Linn. And the Reekie Linn's like a really popular hotspot, but this isn't. And you're guaranteed just about every time they come down here, and there'll be nobody here. It's like a wee lost world that I know about because I was brought up in this area, but not a lot of people do. And if they ask where this is, I'll say, I dunno ken. Unless you subscribe to my YouTube channel. So I hope you guys will like this video. I hope you've been as excited through it as what I've been taking these images. One of these images was the toughest test I've had in a long time with landscape photography, taking photos. And it's so hard to capture. There's so much going on, foreground elements, everything like that, all mixed into one. It was cluttering my head and I was getting frustrated, so I stopped, had a pee, came back to it, and at that point the light just shone through and my excitement levels were through the roof. So I'm glad you came, I'm glad you stayed to watch it through this far, and if you have, please hit the subscribe button because I'm trying my hardest here to get this channel up and running.